This is not endorsed by Rooster Teeth in any way. Views, opinions, and thoughts are all my own. Rooster Teeth and Genlock are trade names or registered trademarks of Rooster Teeth Productions, LLC. Copyright Rooster Teeth Productions, LLC. Hey there everybody, this is PotterBrony, and welcome to another blind reaction of Genlock. This time we have Season 1, Episode number 7, It Never Rains. Left off on a rather somber note. Maybe everyone's dead. Not sure what happened to the doctor, or Miranda, or any of the people that work at the base. Especially with that huge cloud of nano that's swarming everybody. I assume anybody who was out and protected, all the workers and background people are gone now. Among which, unless they happen to find cover, was, crap. What was that guy's name? Migas. And yeah, that would suck. I like that character despite blanking on his name for just a second there. Looking forward to see where they go from here. This is the second to last episode of the season, and let's just get it started. As always, link in the description below. Be sure to support Rooster Teeth. Be a first member if you can. And starting the video in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright. I believe there's a reason. That'll be enough. See, I'd have to think that the mech pilots are okay. At least, they're not immediately exposed to the nano. And they have double security now that their faces get covered and everything. Yeah, so that was a different shot of him. I think that was his other part, the original warped version. Oh, sure looks like it's raining.
Still nothing? They're toying with us.
You think? Can we try messaging the Vanguard again? Maybe poke around the ether?
Not till we figure out how the Union's tracing us.
I have the haziest memories learning as a kid.
She's doing pretty well.
Memories of me learning
Considering it's
Gekkeirin songs
not acoustic
on a rooftop in Shinjuku.
or plugged in.
Maybe now there are some things you understand about me too.
Oh, the memories are his.
You guys meta-minded while fighting Nemesis. Oh, but you were brilliant together. I shared senses with Valentina back at the Union facility, and look what they did. I'd feel bad when your head exploded because you couldn't handle the mind of a 17-year-old girl. Other than that, I got no shame. The rest of you better sort yourselves out, though, because we need this. It's what Doc would have wanted.
So she picked up learning how to play from him. That's insane.
All right. I'm gonna patrol a little and see what I can see.
野営をしようとしたのはこれで3度目だぞ。奴ら一体どうやってその度に俺たちを見つけてるんだ。
you're being
I set
chased.
the ship best I can. Nothing transmitting. And weather should solve the satellite
Maybe they
problem.
mentioned that before when I was talking.
Food, sleep. We can't do this much longer.
What would you like us to do, huh? Drop you off at a club?
Yes. Until then, we need a real plan. If we keep doing this, we must be lucky every time. The Union only has to get lucky once.
Yeah. She's not wrong.
Kind of drives you crazy, doesn't it? When you realize you can't cry on these things. There's a lot that's fuzzy. But some moments, some memories. Are you still human? If you can't cry, or sleep, or dream?
Yes, Cammy, come in. Do you hear this?
We gotta go. We've got another wave coming in fast from the northeast.
Was he transmitting to him? I hate what the Union did to him.
That's the last of them. Run all you want. It doesn't stop until you're gone. Man, I'd pay real money if you just shut up.
Say again?
This nemesis keeps monologuing at me.
You can hear him now?
Yeah, of course.
He's on our network.
Down. We gotta put down now.
Cammy?
Land!
What the hell, girl?
Oh, I'm so stupid. I know how they're finding us. Don't download yet. You gotta get on board. Your hold on. You need to stow it.
At least one of us has got to be ready for fight.
Come on now. We gotta move before they find us again.
Who takes over for Chase?
Nobody. None of us could upload. The doc told you he's you. Genlock. That means he's always on the GL network. He senses us when we're uploaded.
Well. Yeah. Time to get the hell out.
He can find us through Genlock.
That's why he kept showing up whenever we went on a mission.
Does that mean he's been creeping on us the entire time?
Range might be a factor, I don't know, but maybe. Yeah, he could have been listening in.
Which gets him what?
Well,
Location,
it's you.
apparently.
What would you do?
He's fighting for the Union. Which says whatever he is, he ain't me. Not anymore.
I think he's fighting for himself and using the Union, and they're using
about
him.
Making it easy as possible to share your mind. If I had the source code, maybe I could rewrite the protocol stack, but...
They definitely warped
So
him.
we never upload again? Stay off the Genlock network? They don't find us?
That doesn't feel right.
でも他に手があるか？博士はもういないんだぜ。
We promised him we'd team up and try to help. See where Genlock can go.
Where it went is a dead end. Without him, the technology has no future. So I ask again, what is our end game?
We protect Genlock.
もしくはぶっ壊す。
Like hell.
If you insist on uploading again, then we need to split up.
You need to be stronger than this.
Dr. Weller is dead. But we're not. And I'm not gonna let his hope die with him.
Omega protocols in effect. Julian Chase code phrase required.
What the bloody hell?
喋るのか
Not
Did
till
you
now.
upload your
Why does
brain
it
to him?
sound like the...
Julian Chase. Code phrase required.
Holy crap.
Let the good times roll.
Accepted. Please confirm the status of Dr. Weller.
Dr. Weller is dead.
Omega protocols apply. Message as follows.
Or left a message.
Hello. Well, here's your Deus Ex Machina. Or would it be Doctor Ex Machina, eh? Well, a horrible cliche either way, I suppose. If you're seeing this, then you are my recruits, and I am no more. Caliban, however, is clearly with you and ought to be of some assistance. You should know that he was one of my earliest Genlock experiments. Not just for testing Holon-frame ideas either. He contains one of the earliest cyberbrain dev platforms, loaded with a sliver of my own neural pathway.
So it is him.
Which makes
in
him
a
more
way.
effective as my walking personal data assistant, but horrible at my wit, is why I tend to leave him muted. He's been loaded over the years with everything I know about Genlock. Notes, theories, plans.
So your work isn't
probably
gone.
best you don't broadcast exactly what he is. Now, I'm not good with the personal touch. Opening up, something I've struggled with, and that has cost me over the years. And as you are seeing this message, it means it also cost me the ability to tell you in person how much you mean to me. You're each so very special. I regret I shall not have the chance to see all your finer moments that lie ahead.
Damn.
But you share such a unique bond. I have faith that even in the most challenging times, it will help see you through. Be well.
Oh, shit.
Cal,
Julian Chase.
just call me Chase. Cal, what was the next step for the Genlock team? Did the doc intend for us to stay at the Anvil forever?
Upon completion of prototype phase, Vanguard is to commence phase 2 manufacturing, while phase 3 research and development relocated to the Rogue Technology Aeronautics and Space Administration assembly facility.
Whoa, Artasa? Seriously? Why?
All in favor for going there now and figuring it out later?
Anywhere's better than nowhere.
本当に行くのか
Depends what kind of drinks they serve in nowhere.
Yeah, but you know what Artasa's got? Astronaut ice cream.
That shit's not that good.
Really? Nothing?
Caliban, coordinates
dry
for the
and
Artasa
weird.
facility, please.
Certainly. After all, the only disability in life is a bad latitude. Holding for laugh.
Yeah, it's him.
Transferring coordinates.
He's just as good at your
Base
jokes.
out there.
It's Artasa. They're not exactly known for advertising their location.
All right.
Would have to
everyone
remain
get
secret,
strapped
stuff
in.
like
Lot
that.
of turbulence ahead.
Especially with an
Yeah,
enemy like the
that's
Union.
for.
So, because he's Genlock, is he part of that network, or is he too early of a prototype? They're using their pods as beds.
Talk to me.
That's really me out there, yes? Hunting us. We've been fighting me.
You're so much more than that thing.
Am I?
For better or worse, I don't believe it's you. Not anymore. Who knows what the Union did to that version of you once they understood where you were? Certainly,
Yeah, they
experimented.
definitely
knowing
messed
them,
him up.
Probably brainwashed you, damaged or wiped portions of you. And then, aimed what was left back at us. And that brain's been running non-stop ever since. Who knows what that would do to a mind?
The real me got turned into that. I'm a copy, a code branch.
Another chance? A what if? You're real to them. To us. to me.
I don't know if that's enough.
Damn.
Yaz, how are you holding up?
It's possible I'm more caffeinated than you.
向こうは俺たちが近づいてるってことすらわかるのか？
I've tried standard frequencies. Nothing.
Not a great sign.
No ground markings of any kind. Either they moved or...
Well, they don't want to be found any more than we do.
Or I entered the wrong coordinates.
A possibility.
But it's a less ominous thought, don't you agree?
Okay, yeah. Kinda looks abandoned.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Don't you start with that.
Yeah.
I have experienced warmer welcomes, cemeteries, the Arctic, the ex-wife.
Well,
Hey, Cal, I'm gonna need you to stay on mute for a little bit.
Eyes up.
Okay, there's somebody.
Anybody here order a pizza?
Really?
Nobody? Really? Alright, we were supposed to deliver to a secret facility in the middle of nowhere. This has gotta be it.
Wait, lower your guns. Everybody chill.
Oh, it's that guy.
Henry?
They're cool. And they have cool toys, so stand down. Hey, no shooty.
Henry, what are you doing here?
Science. What are you doing here?
You've not heard any news?
Is something up?
Boy, that smile sure faded quick.
Is there somewhere we can talk?
Well, we do have this giant secret research facility. Follow me.
Well, you've got another polity scientist, so it's no Dr. Weller, I'm assuming. You got a bit of him left, though.
And who have we here?
Dr. Jha, this is the team I told you about. Rescued us with the badass mecha.
Ma'am, I'm Lieutenant Julian Chase, formerly of the Vanguard 101st. These are my teammates. Ma'am, we've been attached to a project for Dr. Rufus Weller. Do you know?
Better than most. Never as well as I think.
Sounds about right.
He sent us.
Sent you? Already? Just like him not to update me first.
So she knows part of the plan.
Ma'am, Dr. Weller died in a Union attack yesterday.
Well...
Rufus died?
Yes, ma'am.
Rufus died. I told him. I told him.
Ma'am?
And you are all part of the Genlock program?
You know about Genlock?
I was there when he first proved it out.
You worked with him at the ESU?
No. I was married to him.
Oh.
Damn.
Really, Henry? Really?
So you see, ma'am, we barely got out of there ourselves.
You should know he died saving us, giving us time to escape.
And you brought the Holons.
Not in the best shape now, but yeah.
Holons, brains, whole system.
5 field-ready Holons? I knew he made it to recruiting, but progress at this pace is astounding.
Yeah, life's been coming at us kind of fast these days.
戦争がそうさせんだろ
I wonder if he even let Holcroft know.
Holcroft? Like, the Mark Holcroft?
He's the principal investor in the ESU, Artasa as well. The 3 of us were more or less partners before I decided it would be better if I returned to my work here. How strange. If Genlock worked, we'd planned to share it with a variety of other organizations, including Artasa. But once the war began, I stopped believing it would happen.
Yeah, well, Genlock's here now. Just probably not how you imagined it.
And it possibly should not stay here. Where we go, danger tends to follow.
I wonder if Rufus kept Mark up to speed.
Might be time to contact
Okay,
Mark.
what's the password?
Open up before I kill ya?
Good guess.
Yeah.
And these are Weller's recruits.
Cameron McLeod, Scottish hacktivist. Turned white hat cybersecurity expert for the polity after going just a bit too far. Ida Kazu, Japanese SDF washout.
言ってくれるね。
Valentina Romanizek, former Russian advanced recon and stealth ops, fell in with the Ukrainian resistance due to, shall we say, societal pressures. Retired but pressed into service again, eh?
Even in the future.
Razaman Madrani, former Union citizen, sought asylum at the polity after learning she was responsible for outing her parents as intellectuals. After which, the Union took them. Not least is Julian Chase, American, father NYPD, tied in the line of duty. Rising star of the Vanguard's aerial combat wing until the Battle
Thanks
of
for
New
the
York,
exposition.
where his mother and sister were also lost. Recovered by the ESU, where he became the very first human mind in history.
So are they gone?
Transferred to an electronic brain. Not without incident, of course.
Now listen here, oh great and powerful Oz.
Please.
Us.
Rufus passed along your names as you were identified.
I don't know if that's a Ruby reference or a Wizard of Oz reference.
I am sorry that Rufus won't be here to see his work change the world. He was a brilliant engineer. And a friend. But this leads us to you. Whatever in the world to do with you now?
We got the last known working bits of Genlock tech, and the Union wants it. We're putting Dr. Jai and her team at risk just by being here.
There is a rogue version of Chase who can track us when we're uploaded. We cannot even use Janelock now.
The Lost Holon. Yes. The Union is nothing if not thieving, incapable of innovating on their own. You say it's located?
If you want to get specific, it can locate us.
ただ、俺たちのホロンは今はとても戦えるような状態じゃない。アンビルを守るときにかなりダメージを受けちまった。
It never rains. Well, what do you propose?
I was apprenticing under the doc. He started to teach me the ins and outs of GL. I got a fair idea how to at least maintain things.
Well, isn't that fortuitous? Perhaps you can advise a way to shut down your interloop. I find it irksome that the Union has my technology.
Can we not forget it's a stolen version of me?
Chase, I can only imagine what you're going through. But in times of stress, I find it most productive to keep focused on the goal. Do I assume correctly that if you were enabled, you'd go after this lost Holon?
That's for damn sure.
Then that's the deal. Dr. Jha, help the Genlock team repair their Holons. Why don't we make use of our latest materials?
If I may, I'd like to ask we don't simply repair them. I've got some new designs for armor upgrades I think would help.
We have to work from something.
So?
You have the CAD files? Yes, send them over.
Bring in the lost Holon or eliminate it. So long as it doesn't remain in the hands of the Union. After that, we can discuss the future.
I'm not sure if I trust him yet. Maybe he's on the level, but like he's certainly acting like he might be villainous, but that could be fake cover. I don't know. So are we finally going to get the yep, there they are, the versions from the theme song.
They're
beautiful.
I'll bet. Yeah, that suits them well. I like how Okami's legs are. They're not lower, they're like bent out a different way, bent back like animal. A Robo Shogun.
Yeah, you got some catching up to do on the manga, but...
Yeah, I'll bet.
What have you done to yours, Cammy?
Hit me. Chase. We cool?
We're better than cool.
And your Holon's not the only one who changed its look, eh?
Didn't occur to me that I should try to change my look every 4 years. Plus, I got a new team now, you know?
It looks good on you.
Excellent. Well, I'm gonna go sleep for a week. Then what, boss man?
We deal with Nemesis. One way or the other.
Can't wait to see these things in action now. That's gonna be cool. Alright, well, that was a good one. Well, so let's talk about something that was said, because they keep saying it even though something different was shown in the yeah, let's just close this one out and we are done here. So, something that was said, because this is the second time it's been said out loud. His mother and sister are gone, are dead. Despite the fact that, yes, her avatar was clearly visible when they were visiting the ether. But that's an avatar. She had a lot of fans. You could change your avatar to look however you want. Apparently she had fans anyway. And if she was a streamer and fairly successful, who knows? You don't see... Tell me you don't see people with Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie's faces on as profile pictures or avatars. So what's the difference? People are saying, it's like, oh, it's her, we saw her. It's like, maybe she must be still alive. I'm thinking now that they're dead. They keep saying it, so unless something happened that they don't know about, I'm still kind of partial to the idea that I had when his mom had a look on her face about them being union. Not so much now anymore. I think she may just be dead. But there were regular civilians among the populace of New York that were clearly union. They were spared. That one guy with his family had a badge showing himself to be union. And I'm sure that something like the union would be very highly compartmentalized. Is that how? Compartmentalized, I think. Lots of different cells. No one group. No one cell knows everything. You'd have to operate under such a way if you're an organization like the union. Despite the name, I very much doubt that the entire thing is very united. Like, there would be very few people who know everything, all their secrets, everything that they're doing. So while I'm thinking that if his mom was part of the union, very much doubt that she had anything to do with or know anything about the corruption of that particular instance of Chase. And if she did, and had something to do with it, then, you know, say hello to the worst mother in the world. But she seemed cool, so I think it's probably just better for me to think that she's dead. Because he clearly thinks she's dead. And, the only way I could see her being alive and not getting in touch with them, and everyone thinking that they're dead, is if she was union. And I don't want to think that, you know, that's... She seemed like a really nice person. And, I don't know. Thinking that of her just seems kind of disrespectful, you know. So, Dr. Weller's dead. Pretty sure he was. I mean, yeah, I know everyone's going to say no body, no death. That's how these things work. But if he didn't die in that explosion, he is not well off. There's a bit of him still alive, but it's not all of him. That old Genlock tech that's in the robot clearly isn't enough to handle the entirety of a human brain. And he had said a sliver of it, enough to move forward. At least we get a bit of his wit still. I mean, he said the robot was lacking in his wit, but hey, it makes jokes just as well as he does. So, if not a little stiffly. Alright, so now I'm just looking forward to seeing the finale. Hopefully we're going to be seeing these new models in action rather than just in the theme song. I want to see what they can really do. And they all look really freaking cool now. And Kazu is just really super excited, yeah. 10-year-old him would be, wouldn't it? And yeah, the legs on Cammy's model, similar looking to her avatar in the ether, so I would think that she'd be familiar with controlling that type of body. You think throwing off your center of gravity would make you disoriented. Eventually you can get used to it because your legs are a little longer. Yeah, that would be weird, but bending in a different way entirely, completely differently shaped, she'd have to be used to it. And I think that her working with having her avatar the way it was, I think she'll be smoother here. Another thing to talk about. Yeah, they share mind, they link minds. But, learning skills from the others, that makes sense. No, it's like, I know Cammy was having issue with aim, then they had the drones helping her aim, but she was doing much better, and maybe it was Yaz's influence, the fact that they, and now Valentina's influence, the fact that they melded and a little bit of them is now in her. The fact that it transfers over to their regular bodies is interesting. Valentina now has memories of learning to play guitar like Kazu did, and Kazu, I don't know, I'd like to think that he isn't that small-minded, you know? Maybe he does understand and he's just trying. He did get a feeling for what it is to be Valentina, and maybe he's just trying to sort through that, you know? That'd be something to work through. Try to figure out, you know. Yeah, that's got to be awkward. So, hopefully things will work out. This team seems good. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go from here. And I'm looking forward to next week's the season finale. So, until then, stay tuned. I want to thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye.